first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yo, we here. We are here. We are in the building. What's going on, people? What's popping? What's good? What's good? So we're Mr. Locario, Miles Cunningham in the building. Miles, what's going on, man? What's popping with you? What's good?
Chilling, man. Chilling. It's been a productive week. Guys, I want to say something, man. You got to learn how to use your language to reinforce positive thinking. Because I was just about to say that it's been a busy week, but that will sound like that would sound more like I'm complaining. What I said was this has been a productive week.
Mm-hmm.
See the difference?
Real shit.
You see the
Real
difference?
shit.
Just want to
Real
throw that.
Real shit.
Looking like one of my Jamaican uncles and shit with that hat.
Exactly. That's the grown man hat.
Yo, go on. Yo.
And shout out to that Bob Marley movie. Make sure I go see that shit. Make sure y'all see the Bob Marley movie. I like that shit. That shit was fire. You feel what I'm saying? I fucks with it, man.
Yes.
I fucks with it, man.
Go see the Ross Clock movie.
But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. So today's topic, we're talking about how you are not a man if you care about what other people think, okay? You are not a motherfucking man if you care about what other people think. Because, see, there's a story that came out the other day about this guy right here, who's this guy named Sean Evans. I think he does that thing on YouTube called Hot Wings or some shit with celebrities where they eat the wings and they try to test how hot they can, the temperature that they can get up to the certain wings, whatever. But basically, so it says Sean Evans broke up with porn star Melissa Stratton 24 hours after they made headlines. So basically what happened was I think they was at the Super Bowl or some shit, and people I guess caught pictures with them or whatever. And because people started, posting about it and talking about it, he felt some type of way because motherfuckers was joking on him because he is dealing with a porn star. You understand what I'm saying? And so the problem is that he broke up with her, stopped fucking with her, right? Because of what people were saying. Right. So basically, he felt embarrassed because he was dating a porn star and everyone knew it. See, he didn't have a problem before people really knew about it. But once people started talking about it, then he had a problem. Because, and this is funny because I was talking to April about this other day. Look at this motherfucker's face. You could tell he's the type of nigga that give a shit about what people think. You can tell he's the type of motherfucker that, he feels some type of way about what everybody's going to say about him. And see, the problem is I saw a lot of comments. The guys are like, see, this is why, you don't mess with women who have a high body count because blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nope. It's not about that. It's about the fact that he felt some type of way based on what other people were saying and thinking, which means that he switched up what he was doing based on what other people said.
Right.
Because before people said anything, he was doing what he was doing. But then once people started to know and started to say things, that's when he wanted to switch it up. And a lot of times what happens is that it could have been a situation where he wanted to keep it on the low because he was never comfortable with the situation, because he was probably saying to himself, damn, well, I don't want other people to really know about this because I'm scared of what they're going to say. And now that they've known about it, and then he's like, all right, I got to end this shit, right? He's so susceptible to everybody else's thinking. And what we're trying to tell you guys here is that you cannot be a man if you're sitting there caring about what other people think and then making moves based on what they're saying about what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem with motherfuckers. You feel what I mean? So, but Miles, what's your thoughts on this shit though?
I mean, look, a lot of these dudes are like a guy like him, right? Because here's the thing. I mean, I guess you could call it playing devil's advocate a little bit or whatever, but you still gotta be a man. You still gotta stand on your own 10 toes. But right. I look at him and I'm like, he's a guy that's he has sort of a little fame about him, right? Because he does the show with the wings and the hot sauce and all that type of shit, right?
Right.
He also sells hot sauce, right? Because from the fame of that show, he was able to create a hot sauce, like him and his team or whatever. So on a business level, I can kind of understand what he did and why he did it, right?
Mhm.
However, at the same time, if you were truly a businessman and you knew that that was a detriment to your bottom line, if that's the reason he broke up with her, like I'm just trying to say, I'm just trying to give a valid reason.
Right.
My thing is, why fuck with her in the first place then?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what I mean. Can you play the soundbite from Rosebud about accidents?
All right. Exactly.
Don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
You see what I'm saying? Like, how did you happen to fall into a relationship? Because you could have just been doing some fuck buddy shit behind the scenes. You could have just been smashing her from time to time. You ain't have to claim her. You
Right? Because why would you bring her in public then if that's the case?
Yeah, why would you claim her and hang out like she's your girl? Like, if it's really, or did you not know what she did or what? Like, what? I don't understand. But again, accidents don't happen to motherfuckers that got game. You understand? So it's like, now it went viral and everybody knows I'm with you, and now I gotta break up with you. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, like, if it was me, she would probably be the next contestant on my show.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Since we went viral, let's go do a Hot Ones episode and you eat the hot wings.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And instead of a glass of milk, you could be a glass of mine. You know what? Let me not be. But, yeah. But no, but it's look, you got to move with purpose, bro. You got to move with purpose. And when I say move with purpose, what I mean is you have to embrace your identity. So if you know, look, I'm a businessman, I'm a public figure, and it's not even about her body count and all that shit. I just can't be associated with a certain type of female. Then don't associate with that type of female, bro.
Exactly.
Don't get with her, claim her, and then break. Like, now you just seem like you know what I'm saying? Now you just seem like you don't stand on nothing because because what are we supposed to believe? That you were coerced into getting into a relationship with her, and now all of a sudden, now your agent and certain other people in Hollywood or whatever it is telling you, hey man, this whole image is not good for our business, man. You're gonna have to get rid of her. And then so you're literally, this is what I mean when I say niggas is niggas is pimping on accident, but they really living on accident, where it's like life is just happening to them and they don't make no choices. They don't make any type of purposeful decisions or strategic like planning as a man. You get what I'm saying? And that's the part that makes him look bad to me. You understand? I mean, every man gonna do what he do and have his reason to do it, but why put yourself in that position in the first place?
Right. Unsubscribers said people were sending him videos of her eating a bunch of dudes' asses. So, and see, and this is the problem. Again, if he was a man, right, then what he would do, like you were saying, Miles, is figure out what type of situations that he wants to occur and create the situations and have game to create those situations so he wouldn't have got to that point. Because like you said, it could have just been a fuck buddy situation if it was all that, where he could have said, hey, just come to my crib. And the only time he would have saw her is when she walked through his door. You understand what I'm saying? And that would be that, right? But he took her out, he did all this other stuff. But my thing is that why would you feel some type of way about them sending you videos of her eating guys' asses when you already know she's a porn star?
And you already
understand what I'm saying?
You already kissing the bitch. That's your girl, right?
Right, exactly. Like, what difference does it make? And this is the stupid part. So all it takes is for me to send a video to a nigga of their girl having sex for them to to break up with them. Meaning, and I'm not talking about her cheating. I'm talking about a nigga her last year, and I send you that video. Now you can break up with her? Crazy. Let's take the call.
Yeah, so we got 647. You're on live, Lakari Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you donate?
All right, so I donated before the show on PayPal, and it's a man, right? Toronto 27.
Hold on. Let me double check. What you say your name is on there?
Yeah. I don't remember. It might be two different things, but it's PayPal.
Hello?
It was right before the show started.
You can hear him?
Right before. Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yo. Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it?
Yeah, is it breaking up?
I don't know. I can hear him.
you, bro.
He can hear you. There might be a little delay. You know what?
Okay, you can.
Because I think
Because you're it look Miles is glitching a little bit or something like that.
I think it's glitching a little bit.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, caller, can you hear me?
Yeah, call back in a second. Caller,
can you hear me?
No, I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna start everything on. I'm gonna have him call back.
Yeah, I see the donation though. I see the donation, guys. So yeah, you could call back and he could make it happen. But yeah, guys, the thing is, man, is that if you're a man, stand on what the fuck you do. That's it. Like, just stand on what you're doing, and then that's the end all be all of it. You feel what I'm saying? If you could be moved by what other motherfuckers are saying or doing, you're gonna have problems in this game. Period. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have a lot of problems. So I just want y'all to know that. But yeah, guys, you can call back 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392 is the number. So call back and get that shit cracking. You feel?
The phone lines are back on. So okay, good. All right, 647, you back on. All right, speak up.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. All right, we got your donation. What's going on with you, man?
All right, Lucario. So you told me the other day I'm gonna find myself, and I see what you're talking about now. So I got a story. Just give me 5 minutes. I promise you'll be entertained by this, and you could tell me where I
do it in 2 minutes. Do it in 2 minutes. But go ahead.
I'll give you quick as fuck. Pause. But so this is yesterday. I matched with a girl on Tinder, a white girl on Tinder, and I'm telling her, yo, let's link, whatever, right now. Like it's like 7-8 p.m. I told her let's link. She said, all right. So she give me the location, everything like that. And then she asked me, can she bring a friend? Now I had a girl ask me this last week, and I told her no, because I'm like, yo, I don't even know what your vibe is. So imagine two of you. So I told her no, but it ended up working out. Like I fucked the shit out of her. So I'm like, yo, the friend should have came too. So I told this one, all right, bring your friend. So I matched with it's a white girl I matched with. I get to the location, and a light skinned girl getting the whip. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh man, this is about to be some bullshit. So then we go get the next friend around the corner, and it's a vibe. We driving around, we drinking. I know it's irresponsible, but we drinking, we driving. This.
God.
So we get back to the crib now, and I'm chilling. I'm making out with the light skinned one. It turned out she brought her because she was trying to set me up with the friend instead of her. Because apparently the friend, she showed me to the friend, and the friend was like, oh, can I have him? You see what I mean? So I'm making out with her, whatever. And then next thing you know, she starts telling me, before we got to the crib, it turned out her ex-boyfriend lived like literally 3 houses away from me. So then next thing you know, she's talking about, like how he has a restaurant and we could get free food and drinks over there. So I said, all right, fuck it. Let's go use this nigga and get some free shit. So we go over there, we get like a burger, we get some shots or whatever the case may be. And he's some hideous, fat Arab guy, but he's rich. She tells me he's worth like $2 million, whatever. So anyway, all that blase out the way, we get back to the crib now. And what ends up happening, it turns into this 5-minute back and forth argument between the two girls about basically who I'm going to fuck. Basically. He's like, oh, well, do you want him or do you want him? And then da-da-da. And then basically the girl I wanted, which is a light-skinned girl, she ends up saying, nah, I'm just going to go over my ex house then. Because the white girl, the first girl, the one that I matched, she's acting like a little baby about it. Like she's acting all butthurt. She's getting mad. So whatever. She ends up calling the girl a whore. And then the light-skinned girl, she gets up. She's like, what'd you just call me? And they're about to fight. And I got to calm them down because the landlord is upstairs. So then the light-skinned girl ended up storming out of my crib in the snow, in her socks and shit like that. She just picked up her shoes and walked outside in her socks, crossed to her ex-boyfriend house. So I'm there with the white girl now. And, I'm telling her, oh, it's all good, whatever. And then now it shows me like a lot of girls are not even really friends because they just talk bad about each other when they're not there. She's like, she's a fucking whore. She got a train ran on her. She linked another nigga yesterday. She's showing me videos. Them.
So what's the conclusion to this shit though?
So basically, next thing you know, me and the white girl end up starting to fuck. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I wasn't even really enjoying it because I really wanted a friend. So I ended up telling her, like, while I'm fucking her, I ended up telling her, yeah, I'm not even really feeling this. So I just stopped fucking. And then, she ended up like crying and shit like that. Like she was crying. Like she was crying and she's calling different people like, come get me. I feel uncomfortable and all this shit. And I look at it now, and then she ended up getting the fuck out my crib. But I look at it now, that really came from me not having a full, solid, like program, basically, like you said. Because it could have turned into some shit where she's crying and then she said she didn't want to even do it.
Well, like, caller, this is the thing. You are in so many situations where something crazy could have actually happened to you, bro. First of all, you went over to pick them up, right?
Yeah, I went over there.
Right. So, well, one, you agreed to for her to bring her friend. That's one. Two, you went over and picked them up. That's the second time. That's the second reason you fuck up. Three, you agreed to their plans, which is to go to her ex's restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? Then four, you bringing the chick back to the crib and doing all that. Like you're doing all of this shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? And in all those situations, you're gonna get caught up.
None of it was your plan.
No, it was my plan to come to the crib. It was my plan to come back to the crib.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't talk to this caller when he calls in. I'll let you talk.
Caller, all I'm saying, bro, is that you first went to go pick them up at they spot, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm gonna do that though.
Right. So somebody in there waiting to bust your head wide open. That's one. You understand? Two, then you went from their spot to her ex's restaurant, right?
Nah, we went from their spot to my spot, which is what my plan was. And then while we're at the spot, she had brought it up because the restaurant like around the corner. Mm-hmm.
Right. So what I'm saying is, you're taking two chicks you don't know like that straight to your crib, right? Then after that, you went to the ex-boyfriend's restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then after that, you're bringing them back to the spot to do some shit. So what I'm saying is, you're putting yourself in a bunch of situations where, and on top of that, you talking about they arguing with each other. She's acting this way, acting that way, and then you're still dealing with them, bro. You know what I'm saying? After they was cursing each other out, and you talking about I gotta break up a argument. Like you're involving yourself in a bunch of drama that don't even need to be there. So this is what I'm saying, where you got to make sure that if you have a program, none of this type of shit would happen. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear you. I think I'm just addicted to the chaos, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to just stop.
See, that's your problem. You like the bullshit. That's your problem. You like the bullshit. It's okay. You like the bullshit. So there's nothing we can say to you because you like the bullshit. You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna stop. I could have got my ass fucked up. When she started crying and shit, that could have been a serious issue. You know, of her being like, "Oh, well, I didn't want to."
All of it could have been a serious issue. That's what I'm saying. So you ain't gonna stop it. So it is what it is, man. But I'm telling you, be careful,
bro. Why do you call in? Really, you don't really want advice, bro. Why don't you just start a YouTube channel where you tell your stories?
Man, nobody want to hear that shit, bro.
So why do you call in to tell us if you already know nobody want to hear that shit?
No, but I called him to tell him, like, because I spoke to him the other day. He told me I could end up in some fucked up shit. And I'm calling it to say, like, nah, I see it now. So now I'm gonna have to actually create the program now where my plans are my plans only. Otherwise, we gotta go. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's what you should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? So just do that shit for next time and stop being susceptible to the bullshit. All right?
I got one more question though. Is it normal to be charging so much shit out the gate? So many bitches out the gate, because the matches between Tinder and Hinge on my shit has just been crazy. Just match after match. But all I'm on right now, I just want bitches just come over the house and fuck. And it's like 2 in like 50 matches will come and the rest I have to charge to the game because they're like, oh, I got to get to know you first. Or, you know, isn't it, I can't go to a stranger's house right away, all this other bullshit. But it's tempting to think that you could, if you just take the time to talk, you can make it. But is it normal to just have to just charge it out the gate?
Yes. Yes, it's absolutely normal to charge it out the gate because when you keep trying to understand this, when you keep trying to get at women who don't fucking like you like that, what you're doing is that you're pushing on a situation where there's resistance. Resistance equals some form of disinterest. Some form of disinterest means that there's a part of her that's not really feeling it. So even if you get to the point where she comes through, then you're still dealing with a woman who still has that resistance. And the point is, you don't want to deal with a woman who has any of that resistance, because a lot of times when you deal with women who have resistance, they will sometimes still follow through, even though they don't want to follow through. And then I don't got to tell you what happens in some cases after that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. You see what I mean?
So I'm gonna just keep charging it then. All right,
yes, sir. All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man.
All right.
Miles.
What, nigga?
Show me some more love when I call in, nigga.
No. Apparently the girls are showing you enough, bro. You got what you want. You don't need nothing from me. Later, bro. Like, you hear the validation seeking from these niggas?
Right. That shit's hilarious.
Oh, by the way, guys, I meant to tell y'all, the shea butter is back on. The shea butter is back on. Holla at the shea butter. There's only 14. There is only 14 jars left. I put 15. Somebody already bought one. So go get your shea butter. Go get your shea butter. They are 14. It's a limited run. Y'all know how I do it.
Mm-hmm. Real talk. So guys, call in 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392 is the number. So call in and get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying?
Are you ready to do the other video?
Yeah. We do that. So we got another video we want to show you guys. And it goes with a lot of what we talking about. But we're gonna play this, start it, stop it, and go into what they say. But let's go.
All right, so here you go. All right, let me see. Hold on. This mother, when you about to click on something and something else pops up, they gotta stop doing that. Anyway.
Well, what happened in your dating?
All right, so this is a joint called the It's Negotiable podcast. So y'all could go check them out. It's like these two chicks and they interview motherfuckers. I think they live in Atlanta or something. But anyway, here we go.
Experience to where you're now like, there has to be something that happened drastically that changed your mind.
It's a lot of pressure on black men.
All right, so I'm probably I'm gonna have to shut these. All right, 202. You're on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city. What's up? Where'd you donate?
Oh, I donated to Mr. Cario, I believe. I should come up as Steph.
All right.
Okay, hold on. You donated to Cash App or PayPal? Cash App or PayPal?
Cash App.
Cash App. Okay, hold on. Let me double check. All right. I got you. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. No, I guess ultimately I was just curious, and sorry, I'm not really following along as much with the title. I just logged on, but I know ultimately the philosophy that you all talk about for the most part is kind of knowing yourself, knowing is what you want, dating, kind of using that to kind of find what you want through, what you want ultimately. Right. I guess my thing is, how would you all break down like just knowing? I guess how I want to say knowing yourself, but kind of allow like getting to a point where you know exactly what you want for yourself personally, but it not being due to outside like external influence. So I feel like a lot of times like we get influenced heavily like by media, by things around us, how to just like really center in with yourself.
Yeah, well, the thing is you have to be 1,000,000% honest with yourself, and you have to ask yourself questions as to why you want what you want, because then that's going to reveal if you really want it or not, or if you are conditioned to want that thing, or ask yourself, why do I care about these things? Or why do I care about why these people are saying this or saying that? When you answer those questions, it's going to reveal whether or not you're going based on your conditioning or going based on what you actually want to happen. Now, in most cases, what you're going to find out is that a lot of this, the things that you, want, right? You're going to find a lot of those things are things that you've been conditioned to want. And then the things that you really want, you're going to realize that the only reason you're scared to go get what you want is because of what other people say. You see what I'm saying? So for example, let's say if we talk about women, right? Let's say, society is telling you, hey, you got to get a girl that looks like this, right? Like she's slim and looks like a supermodel, right? But then you meet a girl who looks the opposite of that, and you're actually attracted to her. But now you're like, well, man, I actually want her, but I'm scared of what my friends are going to think. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be actually honest with yourself and say, you know what? I'm actually attracted to that woman. And what happens is that I should go and interact with her and fuck with her regardless of what anyone is going to say. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you get to that point. You have to get to that point without worrying about what other people are thinking. But you also got to ask yourself, well, why do I want this other type of chick? Well, people say this is the girl who's the 10. And I'm doing that because this is what people told me I should have. And I'm doing that because I keep worrying about what people think. And I'm worrying about what people think because I'm insecure. And I'm insecure because you see what I'm saying? You got to go deeper into the situation. And then you'll realize why you're going in that path and understand that that path is based on what you've been conditioned by. But then also look at what you truly desire, be honest with that, and go in that direction. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I totally appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You might want to to the masculine identity membership, bro. Honestly,
facts.
Oh, like all of that's in there?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yeah,
it's in there. Hell yeah.
One of the first major videos is called "How to Become Grateful." Gratitude is a foundation for all things.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're grateful, you start to like Lucario just said, you have to figure out what's important to you. When you're grateful, the things that are important to you become huge. Everything becomes huge. That's important to you. That like reason you get out of bed, the feeling that you have where that has like some type of purpose, or if something in your life comes easy to you, then that's probably a gift from God that you got to do what you do. You understand? Like, me and Lucario could wake us up out of deep sleep and ask us a fucking question about life, and we could break some deep shit down to you right there on the spot. And it's nothing, because that's what we do. You get what I'm saying? So I'm sure there's something about your personality, your masculine identity that can do that. But you have to pinpoint what that is by, like Lucario said, asking yourself these questions. And when you answer the questions, make sure you answer them from a place of self-focus, not having to do with a benefit to anyone. Because here's a funny part that a lot of people miss. You don't become valuable to the world by trying to be valuable for others. You become valuable to the world by building value in yourself for yourself.
Facts. Real shit.
You generally hear the opposite. So
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why we only have 300 and something people watching right now.
Right. Because other people.
The popular message is, yo, you got to do this to get that. No, do everything that you want to do for you. And all right, I'll give you an example. You ever heard of this? You ever heard of this guy named Prince?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the depth of his musical ability?
No, not at all.
Okay. I want to explain something to you. I want to explain something to you. Prince loves music more than life.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it because he's dead now. Rest in peace. But from what I understand about his time on this earth, Prince loved music more than he loved life itself. Prince locked himself in studios at different times of his life and created more music than we will ever fucking hear. Prince loves music more than family. He didn't even bother to fucking have kids. And the one time he tried, God, and I'm not saying this to be facetious or insulting to the family, but the one time he tried to have a child, God made his baby's mother have a miscarriage. So God showed him your number one purpose, the value that's inside of you, that I put inside of you, is the fucking music. You're not here to be a father. You're here to be a fucking vessel of music itself, to the point where Prince wrote music for everybody. Prince would have jam sessions with every fucking body. Prince would invite people to his house just to jam for hours. Did you know that all of Prince's, like his first like 10 albums, he did every fucking instrument, produced, arranged, and sung and played and everything. He literally would go in the studio, press the record button, play the whole guitar section of the whole song, stop and go back, play the whole piano section of the whole song, stop and go back, play the whole drum section of the whole song, stop and go back, and then sing the whole fucking song.
Right. It's crazy.
And then bring the completed project to the record label. And the record execs was like, wow, how many artists and musicians do we have to pay? It sounds like there's like a 15 set band playing this shit. And then the fucking guy was like, no, that's all him.
Right.
And they didn't fucking believe it. Now, okay, I could get into that story about Prince all day, but here's what I'm trying to explain to you. You don't lock yourself in a fucking studio and play music all fucking day and create an entire album all by yourself because you're trying to impress people.
Right, exactly.
You do that shit because you love it.
It's inside you.
You do that shit because you can't do nothing else. Like, you're just like, yo, this fucking music got me hooked. Like, this is what I have to do. This is my purpose in life. I can't do anything else. What I'm explaining to you is that that's the value inside you, not to impress anybody else. Now, of course, he's going to give it to the record execs and let them figure out how to sell it and make a bunch of fucking money. But that wasn't Prince's purpose. His purpose was to create the goddamn music. Shout out to Mr. Justin in the chat.
Yeah. Shout out.
Now, I know you're not Prince, and I don't know if there's any burning desire that you have within you necessarily, but the point I'm trying to make is you need to figure that out for yourself. Don't try to find a burning desire that can benefit others until you understand how it benefits you.
Exactly. Real talk.
Facts. Yeah, that's different. No, and I definitely will take that to heart. I totally appreciate it.
All right, man. Yeah, but yeah, please check out masculineidentitymembership.com. Go to that website and check it out.
Yeah, I got you. I'm definitely going to sign up for it this weekend.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, take it easy. All right, we got 732. You're on live with Lakari Miles, name 8 City. And where did you donate?
Yo, this is Leak. I donated on Lacaro's Cash App.
Okay, I got you. All right, so what's going on?
Leak in the building. What's up?
Yo, yeah. So my question is there a difference between getting someone emotionally attached to you and mentally stimulating them, or is it one the same?
Wait, you said is the difference between getting someone emotionally attached to you and then doing what? And what else?
Versus mentally stimulating someone.
Well, the thing is, emotional attachment is it's a deeper connection than just mentally. You can mentally stimulate somebody, and talking to them for 2 minutes and then it's over. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't necessarily mean they're attached to you.
But hold on real quick, Lakar, before we go down this rabbit hole, because I like to stop the overthinking and the bullshit early.
Right.
What is your purpose in asking this fucking question, homie?
Oh no, because I'm on the membership. So, and Ricardo had a program about emotional attached to you, and it kind of talked about mental stimulating a person, having those conversations and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get clarity on that.
Why? No. Hold on. You still haven't told me what do you plan to do with this information, bro? Are you dealing with a woman right now where you're having trouble carrying on a conversation and stimulating her? Like, what's going on with you?
Nah, just for like future reference. That's all.
Just for like future reference. Yeah.
So King League basically what it is that just understand that an emotional attachment comes through investment that a woman gives you, meaning she's investing in you. But a woman is not going to invest in you unless she sees value in you, right? So she has to see value in you to want to continue to invest in you. Now, when you're, like stimulating her mind and all this other stuff, that can be part of the thing that gets a woman to see value in you to keep investing in you. You see what I'm saying? But like what Miles said is that you still have to understand, why you're doing what you're doing, because a lot of times guys see this thing. Guys, you guys have to understand too is that sometimes when you learn certain things, right? You should know it and learn it and understand it, right? But you also have to know about what context are you putting yourself in to even utilize the knowledge you're given. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is this, is that if you're using it in the sense of, well, that sounds cool. I would love a woman to be emotionally invested in me and to be obsessed with me and all that other stuff because you're trying to feed your ego, then you missed the point. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is just having an understanding of your own value to understand why a woman would want to emotionally invest in you and to go down that path. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah.
Leak. Let me ask you a question, bro. When was the last time? When was the last time you thought about something, or you thought about your own life, right? And you were just like, wow, like that's impressive, or that's awesome, or that's stimulating, or damn, I love my life, or damn, I love what I do, or that thing I did the other day, that was such a dope fucking experience. I can't stop thinking about it. When was the last time that happened to you, Leak?
Shit, in a minute.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. You see, listen, you can never be stimulating emotionally or mentally to anyone until you do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because what stimulates a woman emotionally or intellectually is your articulation of your own perspective.
Right.
You understand? So it's the same shit like when you guys be so obsessed and impressed by how these pimps be talking. The pimp will look at anything. The pimp will look at anything. Like the pimp will look at my shea butter and be like, hey girl, you know what I'm saying? I whip the shit out this shea butter and then I put the oils in there and then the oils relax your mind. And as your mind is relaxed, then the shea butter melts effortlessly into your skin and then it hydrates and moisturizes and then it takes you to a whole nother plane and then it puts you in a space where you understand the quality of pampering yourself and making yourself feel like you should feel based on your own hands and the way you touch yourself. Now, the next time you put on the shea butter, I want you to think about me, girl, especially when you get around the midsection region, around that pussy. You feel me? I want you to look at the shea butter. I want you to look at how it's melting into your skin and I want you to think of me, baby girl. If you can, that's how much when I think about my shea butter and when I even because I give my shea butter to my girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She loves this shit, bro. She don't put nothing else. Since I started giving my girl this shea butter, she don't put nothing else on her skin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And we have conversations about the shea butter. And I'm very flirtatious and shit when I talk about the shea butter. And sometimes when I'm real close to her and I'm smelling my shea butter on her skin, I be whispering shit into her ear. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to understand that me making the shea butter is something that I do because of my interests.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is something that comes from me. This is something that I have an interest in, and I do it to the best of my abilities, and I put quality ingredients in it. So it makes it easy for me to be flirtatious and enticing and seductive and stimulating and all of those things that you're trying to ask Lucario about. I can do those things easily because I'm focused on who, Leak? Tell me.
Yourself.
Okay. All right.
And also too, and this is the last thing I'll say too, just to round it up is this. Because from what you're saying, right? If you guys are out there doing what you do and you're impressed or surprised, or you're trying to get a woman to be emotionally invested in you or attached, and then let's say it happens and you're surprised it happened and like, oh shit, it really worked. If you're in that mindset, you're actually doing it wrong. And the reason why I say that is because what happens is that her being emotionally invested or attached or mentally stimulated, right? That should be a result of your value, which you should already know. You understand? So for example, shout out to my dude, Shout out to my dude Livewire. There's a dude that we used to roll back in the day. He's a rapper or whatever, and he did this big ass show. This is like probably the biggest show he ever did, right? So shout out to Steve in the building. So my boy Livewire, he did like one of the biggest shows he's ever done up to that point, where it's thousands of people in the audience. So when he got off the stage, I said to him, I asked him, I said, bro, how does it feel to perform in front of all these people? And you know what he said to me? He said, this is exactly how it's supposed to happen. Right. And essentially what he's saying is that the value I bring is supposed to have this many people in front of me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he wasn't surprised or shocked. He said, this was supposed to happen because he understands his value. So when I'm dealing with a woman, when I understand my value, oh, of course you're going to be emotionally invested in me. That's supposed to happen because I'm me. Like the value is so heavy that of course you're going to want to, you see what I'm saying? So what happens is that all we're telling you is that the things that the things that you're asking, those are things that are supposed to happen as a result of your value, as a result of you stepping up your game. It's going to happen. And it's not supposed to be anything you're shocked about or even anything you need to question. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're saying.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's like not like moved by it, then you just gotta charge it, right?
Huh?
Say that again?
Is she not with hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead.
She's not like moved. Hello? You guys hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if a woman's not like moved or stimulated by what you're saying, then you just gotta charge it, right?
Well, the thing is, it's not necessarily about that. It's about the thing is that a woman will be moved by what you're saying and doing if she sees value in you. But if she's not moved by that, then she doesn't see value in you, which means, yeah, definitely there would be no point to dealing with that particular woman. But it's not even really about the woman. It's about you just understanding overall it's about your value. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get you to understand, so that the response from the women, regardless, is the thing that you're already understanding is supposed to happen. That's what we're saying.
Okay. That starts to make sense. Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, take it easy, Leak. Stop overthinking, bro. It's not that complicated, bro. Trust me, it's really not. All right, take it easy. All right, 781. You are on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you donate?
PayPal.
Hold on, let me double check the PayPal.
What's the name on
it?
George.
All right, I got you. Appreciate it. Got you. What's going on?
I had like an epiphany and I wanted to confirm like what it was. So you know how y'all be talking about like our game is more than just about women, like it's about like life. Like you just want to know about like the truth is inside you. Like that's kind of like your motto.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I had this scenario, I think it was like earlier this week where, and this is an example outside of like shorties, but I had an example where I was on a call for an interview and I was looking for something very specific from this job, right? So I was on the call and we were talking, and then at the end of the, interview, I was like, yo, like, I'm not looking for, like, I was looking for something very specific. So I told them that and I was like, I was looking for this. And they're like, oh, that's what you're looking for? Like, we can't offer that here. So I was like, okay, cool. Have a good rest of your day. And I left. Right. Mm-hmm. And I was like thinking back about like what you guys say about like truth is about you and like what you want, things like that. So like in that scenario, that was technically game, right? Because I went into the scenario looking for something very specific. I communicated that. I put myself in a position to be like accepted or rejected, and they either said I'm down with it or I'm not. And if they didn't do what I wanted, then I left. So is that like game? Like is that what you say is game? Like knowing what you want.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about, because the game is about you. So what it is that when you understand what you want and what you're about, then what you're doing is you're creating situations, opportunities, circumstances, and all that other stuff for you. You see what I mean? And so that's the thing. We talk about, this is the thing. Having game is not just getting what you want. It's about getting what you want on your terms. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, guys are out there, oh, I got this baddie. But yeah, she's a baddie, but it's not on your terms. She's telling you where you got to go. She's telling you how much money you got to spend. She's telling you when they're going to have sex. That's not on your terms. You ain't got no game. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It has to be on your terms. So it's about you figuring out what you want and having a strategy to get what you want on your terms. That's how it works.
Okay. So then when you say like people have weak game, they have strong game, it's when you say that, you mean it as like, all right, like, it means like, you know what you want and you're not willing to like budge for that. Like, you know exactly what you want, you know what terms you're looking for, what standards you're looking for, and you're not going to budge on that. So that's, it's considered strong game. Is that like the fair way to look at it? Or?
Right, exactly. Because what you do is that when you're grounded in who you are, that's how you attract exactly what you want. So you can't attract what you want if you're not grounded. If you don't have a standard, if you're not grounded in who you are, you cannot attract what you want. It's impossible. Because there has to be a. You see what I mean? Because go ahead, Miles.
I just want to, you continue, but I just want to say the saying is you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. You got it.
Right, exactly. And so, right. So if you understand who you are and you're grounded in that, then you're able to attract, you understand what you want. That's how it works.
Oh, it's actually not that complex now. Huh? Now when I think about it. Okay.
It's simple. See the complexity, right? The complexity comes in when people are not willing to actually be honest with who they are. That's what makes it complex. When motherfuckers start living in their ego, when they're fronting, like you ever notice, for example, when people call to the show, they call and they start.
I'll be always understanding.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, right. They'll be like, let me say this, let me say that, and no, this ain't happening. That they won't be honest. So it's always a struggle. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. So if niggas ain't gonna be honest and really, say what it is and get to that point, then they'll never get what they actually want because they're not being honest. It's crazy.
Okay, I see. So it's like anytime I'm trying to go up to a shorty and trying to holler at her, like it's like, well, first, before anything else, before I even go up to her, what is it that I'm looking for out of this relationship? And then if she's willing to follow or be in tune with that program, aka what I want, then we'll make it happen. But if not, then it's out. But it has to always start with what it is that I'm looking for. What is it that I want?
Right. Exactly. That's it. And that's how you attract them. And that's how you get the things you actually want. And it works smooth because you're not willing to bend or break for anything. That's how it works.
Yeah. And then in that example of like the job application, like, I just keep finding it. So it's even similar. And that's why you say it's like the same thing as life, because it's like, for example, that job application, like I'll just keep applying for jobs until I'm looking for exactly what I want.
Right. But also too, this is the thing. Part of that too also means that you have to be the person who can actually get what they want. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning that, for example, if you're saying I want A, B, and C, but you are not the person who's ready to receive A, B, and C, you're not going to receive A, B, and C because you're not doing the work it takes to get A, B, and C. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not about just wanting it. You have to be what you're trying to attract. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You still have to, on your part, be that motherfucker. So what happens is you have a lot of guys out here, man, I want a baddie. I want a hot chick, but what do they don't approach no women. You see what I'm saying? So in order for you to get that hot chick, you have to become the guy who's not scared to approach hot women. You see what I'm saying? That and then you will attract that hot woman. That's how it works.
Okay. And then, so for example, like I hit the gym, like I practice body game, shout out to Ron Wills, right? And so, for example, if I want to attract a girl who goes to the gym, is that kind of what you're saying? Like if I want to attract like a hot girl who goes to the gym, I not only have to have the ability to go up to a girl, like talk to hot girls, but also I have to put the work in myself to have like the body or have the mouthpiece to get that girl. Is that kind of like what you're saying too? Kind of like that too? Or?
Well, you have to have the mindset. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the mindset is the most important part, because without the mindset, you ain't gonna get the body. You feel what I'm saying? So remember, the body is the surface level. That's the outside. But what happens is that the body represents discipline, because you need discipline to get the body. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be the type of guy who's disciplined enough to get the body in order to be attractive enough to get that type of situation that you're trying to get. So a lot of times guys think that it's just the body. You understand? It's deeper than that. And especially when it comes to women, because what you got to understand is because women on the front end have a lot of guys that try to get at her, you are not the only guy with a fit body trying to get at her. So therefore your body becomes what? It becomes obsolete in a sense. It becomes normal. It becomes regular. It becomes not special. But what's behind the body is what becomes the thing that separates you from the other guys with the body. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, that's deep shit. Hey, I appreciate that.
I try to tell y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Well,
I think I get. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I think niggas just got complicated. Or at least I'm not gonna say niggas. I'm gonna speak for myself. I was overcomplicating it.
Right.
See, it's like it's same thing Miles was saying. Y'all be overcomplicating the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Appreciate the call, brother.
All right,
yes, sir.
All right, take care. All right, I'm gonna put the lines down for a second so we could get into this shit. All right.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
All right, here we go.
I want to rewind though because you have this stance.
Ever? In the last couple of years.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Ernest.
You have this stance of like, okay, maybe marriage is off the table. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with them. Kind of leaning more towards, well, what happened in your dating experience to where you're now like, there has to be something that happened drastically that changed your mind.
It's a lot of pressure on Black men.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically dating Black women. And I love Black women.
Mm-hmm.
I love chocolate. I ain't marrying nothing, but if I get married, it's gonna be Black.
Mm-hmm.
So that ain't even an issue, but it is a lot of pressure on us.
Like what pressure, bro? What are you talking about? What are you? Yeah.
Yo, I can't stand these niggas when they say this. Listen, again, this is what we talk about when we say, you as a man need to understand what you want, and you shouldn't be so focused on what you want that you don't care about what other people think, because pressure comes from you trying to, in some form or fashion, appease or impress somebody else.
Facts.
Because who's pressuring you? That means someone, something, some group, whatever, is putting pressure on you. So who's putting pressure on you? Other people. Why you give a fuck about what other people think? You see what I'm saying? It's terrible.
Let's go.
As Black men, and I could be, this could be just based on environment.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved to Atlanta, women here are very entitled. It's very, and it could be. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into.
Do you hear him putting out disclaimers and shit like, hey, I don't want to blame it because I know I'm sitting here talking to two Black women and blah blah blah. This nigga. Okay, the way he's moving, the way he's moving is pussy. You understand? I don't know moving right now in this interview. He's moving like a pussy. But we got
entitled though. Break. What does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled.
Okay.
I feel extreme pressure.
Oh my God, with the pressure.
And I get hit on.
Oh my God.
By white women, I get hit on by all kinds of women. But when I get hit on by Black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman.
Wow.
Listen, I'm not gonna leave you out here by yourself, right? I have a lot of friends, or I shouldn't say friends. I have heard a lot of people that I know, associates, women who definitely think that way. Who are like, yo, if you can't pay my bills, then I can't even. What is there?
It's almost like that's I immediately feel like pressure.
Yeah.
And when you break it down.
Okay, listen.
Yo, you know what it is? He's feeling pressure. And again, that's why I try to tell y'all motherfuckers. And it's so weird how niggas see. And look, he probably don't know it because this is his reality. Right. When chicks come to you, and you know what the funny part is? Women, and this is why women have so much game. Because women are like white supremacists. I tell y'all, they will never reveal what's actually happening behind the scenes. Because these two women could say to him, hey, buddy, you know that those women are doing that because they're not sexually attracted to you. That's what we do when we're not sexually attracted to a guy. When we see him as a sucker, we tell him, hey, you got to pay my rent. You got to do this, because the guys that we actually like and the guys we actually are sexually attracted to, we're going to have sex with them. Matter of fact, we'll give them money. We'll buy them gifts. They're not going to say that to him, and they're not going to say that in public because they're not going to talk about that. This is why it's up to you guys as men to understand this game. This is what we try to tell y'all.
And I'll say this. I've been to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what he's talking about, because I remember just a couple of chicks that I hollered at, like just regular conversational shit, nothing even heavy. The first thing, you ask a chick how she doing. The first thing, I'm doing all right, but my car's in the shop and my rent is due. Here's the difference between a nigga like him and a nigga like me. When I hear shit like that, I actually feel less pressure.
Right.
I feel absolutely no pressure, because as soon as she say some shit like that, I already know this bitch ain't for me.
Right.
So where's the pressure at?
Exactly.
This is why women don't respect these niggas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You sitting here talking about, as soon as I meet a woman, if I get hit on by a black woman, I just feel this immediate pressure. What pressure?
Exactly.
If a broke bitch talking to me about her bills, she could stop talking to me.
Exactly.
What pressure?
Mm-hmm.
I might feel pressure if the bitch is on point and she feeling the nigga, because now it's like, shit, she down for a nigga program. Now I got to start the vetting process. Damn.
Right. Exactly.
And that's not pressure, because that's just how it's that's just how it's supposed to go. But see, that's why I don't like these. I feel, but you go as it. We're not gonna play the whole thing, but as the interview goes on, you're gonna see exactly why he is the way he is.
On like the average date, remember back in the day, you can go to Fridays, it'd be $60,
$40, $60 with dessert.
Nowadays, if I take somebody on the
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's a couple hundred. If the hookah's 45.
Dessert.
Okay, so literally, what are you saying? These bitches be holding them hostage at gunpoint. Be like, nigga, you better pay for my drinks. You better take to a restaurant.
Like, whatever happened to saying no?
Who are these niggas?
Whatever happened to telling a chick what it's gonna be?
Look at his face. Look at his fucking face. Eyes wide, brain empty. Yo, look at
50. So by the time valet, I was just going to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Oh my God! You see how they mind work? I gotta pay all this money. There's so much pressure to pay all this money so that I can wait for you to see if you like me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. He wants the girl to like him. That's so sweet.
Yo, look at the way they looking at him too. Like this simping ass bitch ass nigga. Look at them.
Say that again.
Like, I'm not a king. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm.
No, you're not a king, because you don't think of yourself as a fucking king.
Exactly.
Because you taking peasants out and spending money on them just to see like you, stupid motherfucker. Like, what are we talking about?
Hilarious.
Again, I don't know this man. I'm just talking about what he's saying in this fucking interview. I don't know this nigga, so I'm not coming at him personally. I'm just saying this is what it is, bro. This is why we talk to you guys so much about mindset. The way you think, it dictates your entire reality.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how imagine you going out with a bitch and you're worried, like, yo, I gotta pay for this, I gotta pay for that. Nigga, I just tell a bitch no.
Right.
Bro, I told y'all stories. I've been on dates where a bitch won't sit where I tell her to sit, and I cancel the date mid-date.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga talking about, I don't even drink, but if she drinks, then I gotta pay for that, and I gotta pay for this.
Spending. I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again? So I didn't spend $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back.
Oh my God.
This nigga. Hey, yo, I swear, like, these niggas don't realize they simping. Like, how do you not realize that you're a simp. That's crazy. And you notice he keeps saying, you want to do this, you want to do that. He never once said, this is what I want to do. Matter of fact, he's like, I don't really like that, but he's still doing it.
Yeah, I don't drink, but we going to where I could watch her drink.
Right.
Dime. Get the yo.
Or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
You see that?
God, you see this thing? Yo.
Cunningham pedestals coming soon.
Right.
This nigga gonna be my biggest client. I'm gonna start making pedestals for y'all niggas to put these bitches on.
Terrible.
You know what's funny? I've had females look down upon me for saying certain things, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but this is genuinely how I feel. If we're going on a date and you take me to a nice restaurant, I'm not gonna order the lobster.
She lying.
Steak. Right. I'm just not gonna do that. I just think it's inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're gonna pay if you're the kind, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always offer, hey, can I leave the tip?
She lying.
Yeah,
I always ask
something
that.
about that is so special.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of,
Wait, what did he say? Wait, back it up.
Yeah, I'm back it. Yeah, I got you.
That's right. I'm not gonna order the lobster and steak.
Right.
I'm just not gonna do that. I just think it's inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice,
But real quick, that's why we don't feed bitches on the first date, though.
Right.
That's exactly why we don't feed bitches. Real talk, we don't feed bitches for the first 3 months, really.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Talking about you won't have the opportunity to order lobster or steak. I don't know you.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out if I like you. Fuck if you like me.
Exactly.
You like?
This shit is crazy.
Bro.
All I need to know is, do I like you and do you listen to what the fuck I say? That's all we need to know. You feel what I'm saying? That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
Bro, women are insecure, emotional, and half the time confused. Me asking a bitch if she like me don't make no fucking sense. You know what makes sense? Is if she follow my instructions, because her actions will tell me if she like me.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Now, once she follow my instructions and we show up, now it's time for me to figure out if I like you.
Exactly.
The fuck I need to know if you like me for? When half the time you still worried about how you looked. You still worried about your hair and your nails and all this dumb shit. You still worried about how all these bitches in this place is looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to, hey, so do you like me? If you follow my instructions, I know everything I need to know.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So here we go.
this restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're going to pay if you're the kind, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always offer, hey, can I leave the tip?
Yeah,
I always ask
something
that.
about that is so special to me.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of woman that I want to marry. It's like, just even if I don't want you to do it, just offering it. It's just, it makes a man feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And a lot of times there's this.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Yo, listen. To all the ladies out there, how y'all sit there and let these niggas talk this shit with it, and y'all have a straight face? How do y'all even have a straight face when niggas be talk? That's like if I'm on a show. That's like me and you are on a show with a woman. Let's say that's a woman in the seat, and we the two guys on the show, and the woman is like, I just suck all this dick, and it's really hard out there because I want a husband and someone that's going to take me seriously, and I suck so much dick, and it's just really hard for me. And we're like, yeah, girl, we understand, because if a woman sucks my dick, I at least give her like a towel or a napkin, so when the slobber is coming down her mouth, and she's like, you know what? That's really considerate of you. That's the kind of guy I want to marry, because you're so considerate, telling me that you would give me a paper towel to wipe the slobber off my. No, we're not giving you the correct information. And I'm sitting there with a straight face while you talking about sucking dick, and I know you want a man or a husband. I would say, listen, sucking dick ain't the thing that's gonna get you a husband. You got to be a chick that's better than your vagina, right? I got to tell you, listen, you got to figure out what this man's about. Benefit him non-sexually, be consistent, follow his, like, that's the shit.
Mm-hmm.
This fool is here telling these women this stuff, and he's sounding like he's sounding like It's like, I equate it to fucking racism and white supremacy. That's like me chilling and talking to two racist white motherfuckers or white cops. And I say, you know what, cops, it's just the black community. We got to stop all this black on black crime. Like this is why, you guys have to fucking arrest us and beat us down because we just can't help ourselves. We just commit all these crimes against each other. It's like, what the fuck?
And then the cop says, well, when I arrest my niggers, I don't pull the cuffs too tight, and I only keep my foot on your neck for 3 minutes. And then you say to them, well, you know what? You're the kind of officer that I want to get arrested by.
Exactly. It's like, yo.
Bro, let's get back to it, bro. Yo, that's why when I saw this shit, bro, like I had to get on this, bro. Anyway,
hyper. I think this is the word. I'm not really hip on all the industry words.
Not hip.
Yeah, you're not really hip on a lot, nigga. You ain't got no fucking game, or your game is weak.
It's like hyper masculinity thing that happens where, if you're not paying for everything, you're not the man.
Yeah.
If you're not providing everything, you're not the man. Now, listen, I was raised by a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Exactly. There you go. Yo, I wasn't even expecting him to go down that route. But he said it. He's like, I was raised by a single mom. No shit, motherfucker.
Yo, look, guys. We are not trying to disparage you men that have been raised by single mothers. But we're here to say to you, come get this game.
Exactly.
Because you need it. Because you're going to end up like this nigga, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to end up thinking like him. You're going to end up feeling pressure your entire day. Imagine going out for a date and you feel pressure, bro.
Exactly.
You don't have a good time. You're just feeling pressure the whole night. That's stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is not the life, man. This ain't the life for a real nigga, bro. This ain't the life for anybody.
That's crazy.
You shouldn't be feeling pressure like this is terrible.
Everything, you're not the man.
Yeah.
If you're not providing everything, you're not the man. Now, listen, I was raised by a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying that I'm looking for Miss Independent, but I seen my mom do it.
Yeah.
I seen her make it happen. Mm-hmm. So for me, a level of entrepreneurship, my mom worked a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But any woman that could raise 3 kids by herself is an entrepreneur.
This is the basis of the pedestal. This is the basis of the fucking pedestal right here.
Yo, did he just say that a woman who can raise 3 kids on her own is an entrepreneur?
Yo, is anybody seeing the psychological mess that causes these young dudes to pedestal these fucking women? Do y'all see this? Yo, why you in the house, bro? This is why as men, we gotta be more careful with our seed. Only get the type of woman pregnant that's on your program so you could at least stay with her until the nigga reach age 15 so he can know what a man look like.
Right. That's crazy.
Oh man, do y'all see this shit?
Still appreciate it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times there's this hyper, I think this is the word. I'm not really hip on all the, industry words.
Not hip.
There's this like hyper masculinity thing that happens where, if you're not paying for everything, you're not the man.
Yeah.
If you're not providing everything, you're not the man. Now, listen, I was raised by a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying that I'm looking for Miss Independent, but I seen my mom do it.
Yeah.
I seen her make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, a level of entrepreneurship, my mom worked a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But any woman that could raise 3 kids by herself is an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
Listen.
absolutely.
My mom knew how to make $50,000. To us, that felt like a lot of money.
Yeah.
$50,000, that ain't no money.
Yeah.
So how did you rate? You're an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur.
So when I meet a woman, it's a level of, that's what attracts me, is the level of like,
go get it.
I'm a go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I'm paying for the meals. I'm paying for the Uber if you need one. I'm paying for.
Oh my God, this nigga, he's done, bro. He's done. And that whole entrepreneur thing, and the women were actually agreeing with him. That was the funny part. Like, you raising 3 kids on your own does not make you an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs make money. You're actually losing money by having all the goddamn kids. What are we talking about? It's like this. I'm saying don't make no sense.
Oh, yo,
What are we talking about, man?
Go back a little bit.
You rate, you're an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur.
So when I meet a woman, it's a level of, that's what attracts me. Is the level of like,
go get it.
I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I'm paying for the meals, I'm paying for the Uber if you need one, I'm paying for this, I'm paying for that. And then the moment you give me your body, if we go there, if we have sex or whatever happens, you immediately feel entitled to bills now because you're giving me your body.
Oh.
So you don't think that a woman should feel entitled to compensation?
Oh, Jesus.
You know, there's so many, you know, we don't want to talk about this, but
no, we want to talk about it.
No. What I want to say is they don't like to actually call it what it is, but it's like,
pause it. She told on herself just now. She told, and see, nigga, it'll fly over their head. She said, are you trying to say that women aren't entitled to compensation? You know what that means? That means that you need to pay me for my time and energy, which means I'm here because you're doing, because this is what he said. He said, I'm paying for all these things. And then you give me your body and then you feel entitled. So she says, well, couldn't she get compensation? So what she's saying is, I don't want to fuck you. So I feel entitled to money because I gave you my body. Mm-hmm. I feel entitled to more shit because I had sex with you. Because remember, you were paying for everything and going all out before we had sex so you can get to sex. Mm-hmm. Now that you got to sex and you want more sex, I need compensation. Because I'm not interested in you like that. So this whole thing was a transaction of money for pussy.
Yep.
Terrible, man.
And look at this. Look at what it says down here. He's a Grammy-nominated songwriter and producer. His name's Travis Malloy.
Wow.
So that means he's an accomplished dude. And look at the perception that he has of himself in reference to females. You see what I'm saying? So you could be a high value man and still be a simp.
Exactly.
Because you quote unquote high value don't mean you got game out here. He's a perfect example of this shit.
Right.
Yo, this is, oh my Jesus. Here we go.
Crazy.
Elite prostitution.
No, sure.
What I want to say is they don't like to actually call it what it is, but it's like elite prostitution.
No, sure. But there's a caveat.
Okay.
Let's take it back to the entrepreneur woman. Okay. If you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, the Proverbs 31 woman was an entrepreneur. Yes. She was a worker.
Yeah, see, when a bitch start bringing in like Bible verses and shit to support her point of prostitution and entrepreneurship, yeah.
Right. But what's funny is that he's pointing out the prostitution, but he's not pointing out that he's a trick.
Exactly. No accountability, bro.
Right.
She used her hand. She used her mind, her ingenuity, her forward thinking. She worked for the family, right? That. She contributed to the family.
She had to do it because she ain't had no fucking leader.
Mm-hmm.
However, the man is the provider. Mm-hmm. The man is the head. He is the leader of the household. He is the CEO of the last name. And a man is supposed to provide. Mm-hmm. But where the teammanship comes in is that Proverbs 31 woman is helping to build this thing.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm probably about. I'm not into gender roles.
You see, he said probably.
he said he's not into gender roles. Hilarious.
Helping to build this thing. Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm probably about. I'm not into gender roles. I'm not into, I think we pick and choose what provision means based on what it may mean to the culture.
Okay.
But I think it needs to mean what it means for your household. Because I've seen, women look down on men who are going 50-50 with their women. But if that's what works for their household, and I'm not saying you should be okay with that, but I'm saying if that's a word, you should emasculate men because I have a desire to pay for everything. I do have a desire to do that. But if there's a season where I can't, I don't want to be emasculated by the black woman or the woman in period. I don't want to be emasculated.
You see, all this is going back to, I'm worried about what a bitch think.
Exactly.
That's all it's going back to. And it's just going to be a couple more minutes. I could probably end it here, but let me see.
Because if your love for me is based on what I can do for you, if something happens where I can't do no more, then it makes me feel like, damn, you gonna leave me?
Yeah.
Because I can't do it right now.
You hear him?
You see, the thing is, he just told on himself too, because he says, well, if I don't want your love to be based on what I can do for you. But he's doing that at the beginning. So what are you talking about? You're creating the thing you don't want to happen.
Exactly.
That don't make no fucking sense. Well, I don't want you to just hold me for my money, but let me spend $400 on this first date, another $100, $200 on the second date, and another $300 on the third date, just to see if you maybe like me. You did that yourself.
Yep.
So if she does give you her body, why do you think she's giving you the body for? Because you have created a situation where her liking you is based on what you're doing.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, these dudes don't even see or realize how they're fucking up. This is crazy.
He could write a Grammy Award-winning song or a Grammy-nominated song, but he don't know how to handle females. He don't know how to be in a relationship. He probably never had a dude in his life. He never had a father. He was raised by a single mother, man.
That's crazy.
Yo, guys, guard your seed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop producing these fatherless homes. Stop getting these hoes pregnant. Stop. Like you know you don't like that bitch.
Right.
Bro, how you gonna give a bitch you don't like that good raw dick? How you gonna do that?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna give a bitch the privilege of your raw dick and the privilege of being the mother of your kid, and you know you don't fucking like her, bro.
Right.
You know y'all argue all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that if she say the wrong shit, you out.
Right.
And she always be saying the wrong shit. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna fucking get her pregnant, and then you gonna leave your son in the hands of that female just so he could fucking grow up and turn out like this. Hey, he could probably make Grammy nominated music, but does he know who he is as a man? No, because he never had the chance to reference you.
Right. Terrible, man.
Man,
wow.
I'm giving another couple minutes. Hold on.
Now, so it's just this, and again, this could just be my personal, but I know a lot of men. It's this pressure. I remember going on a date, and my friends laugh at me. I remember we went on a date, and I was trying to impress this girl. I was trying to impress her. She was like,
"You see his face? I was trying to impress this girl. I was trying to impress this girl."
He about to say some fuck shit.
Going on a date, and my friends laugh at me. I remember we went on a date, and I was trying to impress this girl. I was trying to impress her. She was like, I couldn't believe I even had her in my car. It was one of them ones.
Said he couldn't believe he had her in the car, and this is all based off how she looked. Trust me, all based off how she looked. Pull it back just a little bit. Hold on, here we go.
You gonna leave me?
Yeah.
Because I can't do it right now. So we're going on a date, and my friends laugh at me. I remember we went on a date, and I was trying to impress this girl. I was trying to impress her. She was like, I couldn't believe I even had her in my car. It was one of them ones. Like, I can't believe she agreed.
She the one.
Yeah, she can have anybody she wants. She me? Oh my god. So we
hear that?
This nigga, what Yo, this nigga's so fucking insecure. He don't have no value in himself. He's like, I can't believe she was in my car. She's the type of girl that could get anybody. And she was with me? Oh, gee willikers. Wow. Like, what the fuck? And niggas wonder why chicks fucking play them, use them for their money, time, attention, and then y'all want to blame the women. But you came to the woman like a sucker. You came and put her on the pedestal, bro. What are we talking about?
God damn.
We go into this restaurant, and we get to here go back in the lab, just talk about it. We get to the thing, they like, all right, so it's $20 to park in the front, and it's $5 to park down the street. And in my head, I'm like, $20. I'm ready to park down the street.
That's the dinner. I'm gonna let you out, and I'm gonna go park.
But can I be honest with you? I felt so much pressure to get the $20 one because I didn't want her to look down on me.
Oh my God. This nigga is like, guys, how much times do we need to demonstrate to y'all that niggas need game? I don't want to hear nobody talking about, yo, this game stuff. No, this nigga needs game yesterday, last year, 20 years ago. This nigga needs game heavy. I'm like, bro, what is like this? And I'm like, yo, these women are listen, they got the straight face. I don't know. Yo, women are so clever, bro.
Oh, they're chameleons, bro. They put whatever face they need to put on at the time, my nigga. I'm telling you.
So wild. How you sit there with a straight face? Oh my God, bro. With the straightest of faces. And they don't know that they laughing inside at this nigga.
I didn't want her to look down on me.
Wow. Oh my God, bro. That's crazy. This nigga's trying to, this right here is what simping is. This is the perfect example of simping.
Yep.
This nigga did all this stuff, and he's like, I don't want her to look down on me. Like, wow, she's already looking down on you, bro. He put her on a pedestal.
Let's go.
I felt so much pressure to get the $20 one because I didn't want her to look down on me.
But is that self-inflicted pressure?
It could be. So that's why I said.
You see, she said she's trying to help the nigga out. But see, but when we say it to y'all niggas, oh, you guys are always blaming the man, and you guys like, what the fuck,
bro?
Immediately, I'm not blaming anybody.
Yeah.
But social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us.
On everybody. On everybody.
Yeah.
See, I'm not blaming. Not only is this he moved like a pussy, he moved like a sucker, and he want to play the fucking victim.
Right.
I can't, bro. Shout out to him for being here and showing this example, because he's not the only nigga that think like this.
Exactly, because trust me, there's niggas that's watching this, that watched this video, it was probably like, yo, bro, I feel you, my nigga. Yeah, these chicks out here crazy, bro, for real, my nigga. Oh shit. I'm telling you niggas was co-signing his bullshit.
Yo.
Terrible, man.
We giving this podcast some light too, because they just starting out. But anyway, shout out to them. Let me see if there's anything else. Hold on.
It's a lot of pressure. So for me, I felt like I needed to get the $20 parking
to impress her.
Well, let me tell you, I think I agree with you. There is a lot of pressure from social media and all that stuff. I also think that as Black women, because you said you get this, you feel like this for a lot of Black women.
But that's because that's all I date.
Okay.
So I can talk about who's approached me, but I have only dated Black women.
Well, I think that we are sometimes traumatized from Black men who don't step up.
I agree.
I've met men who, I'm in a bad season right now.
I agree.
And then that season lasts 5, 6, 7 years. Like, sir, what are you in a season, or is this a lifestyle?
It's so funny that you say that. It's so funny that you say that, because I totally agree. I have seen men do my sister dirty.
Yeah.
I've seen men do my mother dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen men do my friends dirty.
You see?
But what I've also seen is them come to the good guy traumatized.
Yeah.
Because I've always
pause it. See, she's saying dudes be like, I'm not in that season right now. Translation, I fucked all the niggas that I found sexually attractive. They didn't want to settle down with me, and that's the excuse they gave me. He's saying those same niggas you talking about, I know exactly who you talking about, because they did my sister dirty, they did my mom dirty. So I said to myself, I'm gonna be the nice guy and put women on pedestals so I can not be like those guys.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? This is terrible, man. This is, oh my God. Ridiculous.
There's only 12 jars left.
Only 12 jars left, people. Get that shit cracking.
Hold on. Let me I didn't even put let me put the thing in the thing. Let me put the thing in the thing. the link in the chat for y'all real quick.
This is crazy.
Because I realize I ain't even put that in there. Yeah, that's a link in the chat, guys. I just put the link in the chat if y'all want to get to Shea Butter real quick.
Yeah, you guys get that shit cracking.
In that world. You know what I mean? So, growing up, all the good girls wanted the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's just been a thing. So by the time they get to me, they got 2 kids and they're traumatized.
Yeah.
And I be the one to have to pick up the
weight
of you wanted the drug dealer, you wanted the street guy, you wanted the one that could get you the section at the club.
Yeah.
But what if it's not that? Okay. I'm just playing devil's advocate. What if it's a woman who she did uplift a man and she believed in him and he didn't believe in himself enough to make it happen. So now when she's in the dating pool again, her expectations are like, I want to see what you can do, because I don't want to go down this road, because I feel like a lot of women, when we are committed, we are really committed, and we pushing our man. We want them to win. So I'm putting all this energy into you, and you're not doing it yourself. So now the next guy who comes along, like you said, we're a bit traumatized, but we just.
You see, guys, this is exactly why you got to be so on your shit on your program. You shouldn't need no woman to put no energy into you.
Exactly.
You understand? You should be totally responsible and autonomous for your entire situation, bro. A bitch needs to be looking at you like, damn, what can I get for the nigga that has everything? That's how you want your woman to look.
Exactly, right.
You gotta have I don't give a fuck if you're a drug dealer, scammer, whatever. Just make sure your shit is on point. Whatever you're doing. Because I'm not here to bash the bad boys and the pookies and all that shit. Just make sure your shit is on point, bro.
Right.
To the point where a chick got to try to figure out how she could fit in. You got everything sewn up. You got everything already set up. You got all your systems in place, and the money's rolling. Your lifestyle is dope.
Mm-hmm.
She got to be like, damn, how do I fit into this nigga's life? What do I do for this nigga? That's how tight your game got to be, bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want no woman talking about, oh, well, I had to do this. See, a lot of these fucking chicks, a big reason why they love the Pookie and the Ray Ray and all that shit is so they can feel their insecurities cause them to want to feel a certain way, like equal or better than the nigga.
Right.
You gotta always be better than your woman. And I don't say this out of a competitive nature or a competitive paradigm. I'm saying this because this is how it needs to be. The same way you can't, the same way you can't stack something big on top of something small.
Right.
It's the same way you need to be better than your woman because you are the one that supports your woman.
Exactly.
And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about emotionally. I'm talking about like mentally, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Even you look, when the dick get hard, what you think that is? That is structure and support.
Exactly.
You gotta be the one. You gotta be the one. So if there's a woman in your life that feel like she better than you and all this other shit, that's not where you're trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You gotta have your shit together mentally, at least. Have your mindset right, and then make sure you're working on something.
Right.
Because any chick that could come in and then you like a nigga like this talking about, well, I feel all this pressure, man, and life, and the white man and the pressure from social media and everybody, and I just need somebody to rub my back and make me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's not where you want to be, bro. You gotta be stronger than that. You gotta get your shit together. You gotta have a strong mindset, bro. You really have a strong mindset. Like, man, this whole shit, like when I saw this, man, I had to comment on this shit because I'm like, this dude,
wild, bro.
Wow, but I'll let it go here so we can get back to the callers and shit. Let me turn on the Skype. And then I will let it go here. Let me see. And shout out to go check these guys out. The It's Negotiable podcast. They're probably gonna have some.
Real talk.
Yeah, man. Have your shit set, man. Have your shit set because you want a woman to come into your life and enhance situation.
Right.
You understand? You don't. Like if you have a drink. Right, your drink got to be already made. The woman is the garnish.
Mm-hmm.
You saying the woman is the lemon wedge that they put at the side and shit. That's what the woman is. But without the garnish, it's still a damn good drink. You see what I'm saying, or whatever. Like you want to have the meat, potatoes, and salad. You know what I'm saying? The woman is the slice of the napkin on the side or some shit.
Right.
He's a compliment to your situation, nigga. Don't be looking for your woman to bring in the salad and the meat.
Right.
That's bullshit. You ain't doing your job if you're doing all that, man.
Real talk. So guys, you want to call up 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. We gonna open the lines up again. So if you guys want to call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to your question. All right. So let's see what some of these questions are saying. It says, could mouthpiece game and physical? Let's call.
713. You're on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you donate?
Yeah, what's up, Miles? What's up, Mr. Lakari? This is Arguments. I donated to you, Miles.
All right, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Bullshit, man.
So what's going on?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Cool. Hey, y'all, I just want to say this is a great show, bro, because this is like a lot of these simp guys or a lot of these guys that just don't have just the love. And I don't want to disrespect guys and just keep calling simps because if you just don't know, you just don't know. It's just some guys, they're just not at the level to know, but they have to like break that threshold to learn and understanding their mistakes. And a lot of guys are not willing to do that, right? See, a lot of simps, they put pussy on a pedestal, right? See, simps say that, oh, I'll pay for pussy because that's all I want. But yet, that's how they fall in love with women.
Right.
So they kind of get the pussy and the heart misconstrued. You see what I'm saying? They don't even realize that, right? And then another thing that simps do, or just people pleasing type of guys do, right? Because I've been in that space before, and I've been in that space with my mom before, right? See, guys don't know, and now like that guy, right? He made a comment about, oh, my mom raised, three guys. I mean, or three sons or three children in general. So I look at her as an entrepreneur. Like, no, she's a mother.
Right. Right.
That's a good responsible mother that raised children, which
Right.
that's what women are supposed to do biologically.
Right.
So what are you talking about? You see
Right.
what I'm saying? With the pedestalization, it's because in his situation, you know what I'm saying. As I say, I'm just going off of him saying that he was raised by a single mom. So apparently the dad wasn't there, right? So of course he's seen his mom go through the ups and downs of probably men coming in her life and going away, right? So there's an emotional attachment to that, right? And guys don't realize that if you are naive enough, even your mom will run game on you.
That's a fact. That's real shit. It's real fucking shit, man.
Even when you're naive enough, bro, your mama loves you. Not mama doesn't love you. But if you're a type of person that don't realize that you're getting disrespected, you're going to keep getting disrespected.
Facts.
It's just like a person that's at school that's being bullied. If you keep letting this person bullied and you don't go upside their head one day, you're going to keep getting bullied.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or you don't switch it up. You see what I'm saying? So even your mom will run game on you and have you thinking that, oh, you need money and this and that, da-da-da, woo-woo. And because there's an emotional attachment and there's love there, you thinking that, oh, my mom has my best interest. But sometimes your mom has her best interest.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because your mom is a woman,
Hey,
just like every other woman.
Hey, stop, bro. Stop, man. You are you're dredging up some, deep emotional things right now for me, man. Take it easy.
Nah, keep going. Keep going.
I mean, shout out my mom. I love her, but mama, you know what you did. Nah, go ahead.
No, because I have a story about my mom, right? And I love my mom to death. Like my mom, she's my best friend. You feel me? But even my mom know that she can't run game on me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a type of guy that once I see it, you can't do it anymore. You see what I'm saying? So, and I don't care who you are. You see what I'm saying? So, my mom and my dad, said they was just going through like some ups and downs because, my dad, he was going through his retirement. So, as a man that always provided, that's very hard on the guy. You see what I'm saying? So I understand what my dad was going through, but my mom, and then around that time, because everything kind of happened at the same time, I just graduated from college, but I couldn't start my career as a teacher because I owed my college money and I couldn't release my transcript. So you know how that official, unofficial transcript bullshit go, right?
Yeah.
But around that time, my mom and my dad, they got a reverse mortgage on the house because they wanted to get the roof fixed, but they also gave me $10,000 to get the transcript, right? So immediately I already felt the pressure of people pleasing because I'm staying with my parents and, I just want to provide in some type of way, right? So of course, as a responsible son, I want to help my parents because they also on the downside of retirement and shit like that. So even with the little money that I have, I'm trying to provide, right? So my mom, of course, she started to take advantage of that, right? So every time I would give money, right, she will always, or like even before I would give it, she will always play that role of, oh, you don't never do nothing and you don't da-da-da-da, woo-woo. So, of course, that's the pressure of me giving to her, right? And then also my dad, because he was kind of depressed about retirement, he really wasn't really kind of focused on my mom, right? So my mom was kind of making it as a general thing, like, oh, nobody takes me out. Like, I don't never go out. Nobody takes me out to eat and stuff like that. But she was making it be a general thing, right? I didn't realize that I started to take the role of my dad by trying to take my mom out, right? And it used to piss me off because every time I would take my mom out to eat, oh, she want to go eat Mexican food or whatever, there would still be a dissatisfaction within her energy while I was taking her out. And I would be pissed off because I'm spending money that I don't even have, right? So it got to the point where my mom said, there's a light bill and we owe $180 or whatever the case. I'm just throwing out a number, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to give you $200. Bam, right? 2 months later, oh, we need money for the light bill or for whatever that was supposed to be paid off. And I'm like, well, I gave you the money to pay it off. Well, I actually did a payment plan on it. So what you do with the rest of the money? oh, well, we needed food and we needed gas and never again will I just give you money just to give you money. I will pay the bill. You see what I'm saying? So I let my mom know that you can't run game on me no more because now you just exposed it. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say that even through love, if you are naive, even your mom will take advantage of you. And my dad would just sit back and just be to himself because he already see the bullshit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? My dad know that my mom is gonna whine. She's gonna say nobody does nothing for her and da 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 da. But she's still gonna come back to him. Meanwhile, I'm trying to play this and I'm trying to play that, and a lot of guys they be in that type of situation, which also translates to their dating life.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It just didn't translate to my dating life because I had a good dating life, but of course with that connection with your mom, that's just what it is. But I just want to throw that out there, guys. Thank y'all so much for the opportunity.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
have a great weekend.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir.
What's this up? Real shit.
That's why I tell y'all, your family is just regular ass people with your DNA, man.
Mm-hmm. Real
They
talk.
just people with your DNA. I mean, look, if you are blessed to have like good family that really, cares about your well-being, then you're blessed. You're lucky. But family is just regular people, man. They just regular ass people. And they have agendas too.
Right.
As much as your family love you, they got agendas too. They looking out for themselves at the end of the day.
Right.
Because they're out for their own interests. And the thing with a mother, what makes a mother so dangerous is that she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And her agenda is based on what? Her emotions.
Right. Exactly.
So she feel real strongly about a certain thing, and she's gonna tell herself whatever she want to tell herself in the mind to justify whatever action she decides to take to fulfill her agenda, however it concerns you.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
And I found out, I know some things, bro, and I'm just like, you got to be careful with everybody. You hear me? Shit, you gotta. Again, we tell you guys, you got to be so focused on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That it's super easy to see the bullshit.
Right.
That's how it is. When you're focused and organized and you got everything set up and your life is dope and you understand your life, you embrace who you are, you got a masculine identity. It's easy to see the bullshit, even from your family.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that shit is real. But guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. We got like what, 20 minutes left? 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 50, 20. So call in. Don't be calling in at the last minute, man. So this one says, could mouthpiece game and physical self-improvement position you to smash females from your high school that you used to have animosity with? What? Okay, if you have game, you're not going to give a fuck about your high school chicks you had animosity with. So understand that. So that's the answer to your question. We're not shit about that. Exactly.
Move on. Why are you worried about the chicks that you had?
You said a 350 body count is high for you, Lacar. So with that said, would you make a porn star your serious girl if she had a body count in the thousands? No, I said that a 350 body count would be something that I would consider high versus what niggas be talking about when they say a chick has a high body count when she has 5 niggas that she fucked with. You see what I'm saying? So I just use that in the context of most guys will say she had more than 3 bodies. That's too high. Or she had 5 bodies. I say 350 would be a lot of people if we're talking about high, right? But if a porn star had a 1,000 body count, I wouldn't give a shit. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about body counts. You understand what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers who care about body counts is the nigga that we was just looking at on the video. He's the type of nigga that would care about body counts because he invests a lot of time and energy by simping and putting women on pedestals. So him hearing, wait a second, you fucked a bunch of guys and they didn't have to pay and I had to pay? Oh, you're a whore. That's basically what happens. So this is the thing. When you have sex with women, you know how much women love sex. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all know this. When you have sex with a lot of women, you know how much women fucking love sex. This is why we have the t-shirt right here, Women Love Sex. Which you can get at thebadboystyle.com. You feel what I'm saying? So you can get that t-shirt, right? Exactly. Miles is already wearing it. Women Love Sex. That's what we're talking about, right? So if you know women love sex, then wouldn't it make sense that women have a body count of multiple men they're fucking because women love sex, right? Now, who would believe that women don't like sex? I don't know. Maybe the guys that aren't getting pussy? If you're not getting pussy, you're going to believe that women don't like sex like that. So if you hear about a woman having a lot of sex, then you think she's crazy. But it only sounds crazy to you because you're not the guy fucking. It's real simple. Real simple, guys. It says, can I call in and argue with Miles? I don't know. I don't think Miles will argue with you. But you can call in though.
That's 3 or 4 Slayer. I kicked him off of my live this morning. That's messed up.
Hilarious. Says Miles and Lakari, much respect. Do y'all have lessons on seduction on your memberships? Trying to up my seduction game. Yes, go to badboymembership.com and I have programs on there about seducing chicks. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys check that out.
713.
Oh yeah, Miles. This is monogamous. I just want to say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, this is the last thing I want to say because I know that what I just explained, right?
Yep.
Other guys in that situation might, have some type of, emotions towards their mom after that. You know what I'm saying? I feel some type of way towards their mom. But I just want to let guys know that when you're in a people pleasing type of mode, it's not the other person's fault. It's actually my fault in that situation or your fault in that situation.
Of course.
The game that was supposed to happen happened, and you needed to learn that lesson.
Right.
So I actually appreciate my mom because actually when I actually told my mom that you couldn't run that game on me, her and I actually started laughing together. So it was almost like my mom was like teaching me before I actually so everything makes sense.
Right.
So as I gotten older in life, right? Because when you're young, right, your mom and your dad are like superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because you love them, they taking care of you or whatever, right? But as you go through life, right, you start to realize that they are normal people. So maybe, without you understanding, you might feel some type of way at the fact that they're normal people, right? But as you get older and as you learn and as you go through those same things that they go through, you actually appreciate the normality of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because now you're able to learn because now you're in those same situations. So things that my mom and my dad went through, I'm going through now. So I understand shit. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times people low key trying to put you up on game.
Mm-hmm.
Just not trying to see it, or you just don't see it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So a lot of guys that would feel some type of no, your mom loves you, she appreciates you and everything. I'm just trying to say that if you're naive, even the people who love you will have to show you the game.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's life.
Not real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say.
Exactly.
Thank y'all so much, guys.
All right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate the call, man.
Let me find out. Monogamous player mom was watching the show and be like, "Nigga, you better call back and explain yourself."
Mm-hmm. So it says, do you guys agree that it's not a good idea to tell a woman that you think she looks beautiful before asking her out on a date and then exchanging numbers? Does it automatically make you look weak? No. You can if you want. It's not a big deal. The problem is that when you are complimenting a woman and it has nothing to do with you and you're just trying to do that hoping it would impress her. So basically what I mean is that if you tell a woman that she looks good, right, or you think she's hot or whatever it is, and you're doing that hoping that doing that is going to make her interested in you and like you, then that's an issue because you're just basically doing something to try to impress her, hopefully thinking she'll respond in a way that you want, right? When you compliment a chick, it should be in relation to you and what you're trying to do in this situation. So if you approach a woman, hey, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, I came up to you because I thought you were sexy as hell. I like the way them jeans look on you, but I also want to see how they look off you. So I'm going to give you my number and I want you to hit me up on Saturday at 7 and we're going to set something up. You see how the compliment was interwoven with what I'm trying to do? You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about. Versus you're just going with a woman, oh my God, miss, you're like the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And you're like sucking up to her and you're acting like a puppy dog. Just like the guy, he was like, yo, she was in my car. And oh my God, I was just so amazed that she was here. And, I felt all this pressure to pay the $20. It's like when you're that type of nigga, you're finished. You know what I'm saying? It's over. It says, should I care if my girl sister think I'm just here to play games with her because I told her I don't give a fuck what anyone says? What? What do you mean play games with her? What are you talking about? Like, why would you want to play games?
Look, just focus on what you tell your girl. That's it.
I don't understand. It says, is caring about what people think is a choice. Yes, it is. So you're choosing to do that. You're choosing to take that on. You're choosing to give a shit. So yeah, it is a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because you could just choose not to give a fuck. This one says, I met this chick at a bar and we were flirting and were flirting. What? You were flirting and we're flirting? And I said, let's meet up in the next week and exchange info. And she said, give me your number. I will call you. Thoughts? Well, the fact is, you shouldn't be listening to what the fuck she's telling you to do.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you need to give her instructions, have her follow the instructions, and then you proceed. If she's telling you what to do, that's an issue. So if you tell her, hey, give me your number, and she says, no, give me your number, then no, we're done. You feel what I'm saying? Or if you're just sitting there talking a bunch of shit, and then she's like, hey, give me your number, right? You're still listening to what she's saying, and that's happening because you didn't know how to fucking wrap up the situation to, get her to do what you say. So a lot of times you guys will talk to women just to talk, but within your conversation, there's no instruction. There's no focus and flow to what you're doing in your interaction. You see what I'm saying? So that also happens. Says Lucar, since you believe in spirituality, have you ever been with a woman that is a demon possessed or a witch, and how to spot them early? Why Chris always asking these weird ass questions? I swear to God, this nigga be asking these weird ass fucking questions, man.
Are you dealing with demons, my nigga?
Like, exactly. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Listen, man. That's it. There ain't no chick that's possessed by some demon and witch and all this other crazy shit you guys are talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is, everything is connected. All is one. So even the demon or possessed or whatever it is still falls under the same umbrella as everything else. You see what I'm saying? But what happens is that her demon a lot of times comes out because you allow it to come out, or you created a situation for it to come out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's still based on how you come into the situation, how you interact with her, and if you're actually like gonna deal with her for real. You know what I'm saying? So it says, with both of you being open, being in a relationship with a porn star. What?
Shout out to Efosa for the cool looking avatar though. Look at that shit.
Real. But yeah, I would be in a relationship with a porn star. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, I'm not one of these modern males out here that give a fuck and is gonna dump her because niggas showed me a video of her eating ass. Nigga, I already saw that video and jerked off to it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, she's been working. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, what are we saying?
Just as long as she, clean up before she comes see me.
Exactly. Because every other girl you guys date, y'all think those women aren't sucking dick and fucking and all that other shit. Y'all they just don't got camera evidence. It's the same shit. Y'all would be surprised how many chicks y'all go on dates with that just came from sucking dick. Like, literally just came from sucking dick before they went on a date with you. So it's like, come on.
Sometimes that's why they don't want to kiss you.
Right.
Sometimes that's why they don't want to kiss you. So I again, rejection is God's protection. But anyway, right. 706, you are on live with Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you donate?
Yeah, what's up with y'all, man? I donated to Lucario's Cash App $5. I donated early in the show, though. The initials on the Cash App is GG.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate it. So what's going on, man?
Hi, bro. I'm the caller that called in last time about the chick on the phone with her all fucking night and shit, right? Y'all remember that?
What?
I got a different question, though. It's not about that, though.
Okay, what's the question?
All right, so I've heard you in the past say, Lucario, that like if you don't really have something going with the girl in terms of like a relationship, you can't do too much too soon, right?
Yeah.
And does that apply for like sexual shit too, or that's only for like boyfriend and girlfriend and shit?
No, sexual shit too. Anything that you're doing
Anything?
should not be too much. What happened?
Anything you said everything.
Everything.
Damn.
But this is a question. Why do you want to do so much so soon?
Because I'm a simp.
It's because I'm talking with this one bitch.
And I'm a simp.
And I'm not gonna lie, I work with her, right? So you're probably gonna hit the button. And I've been smashing her here and there throughout, like, it's been a few months, and she's bi. And she says that she has a few friends that she wants to have a threesome with. And and she don't really tell me, but she kind of like, I think she's playing with me. I don't really think she's gonna give me a threesome, right? But I don't know, like, I think to myself, would that be overdoing it? Like, if I were to do shit like that with this chick that's not really my girl or nothing?
So caller, let me ask you this, right? What's your program?
Man, I don't really have a program with Carter. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That's the issue. Because the reason why you're asking me the question is because you don't have a program. You see what I'm saying? And so if you have a program, then you would just consult with your program. Does my program say that I should be having threesomes with random women I just started fucking with? You see what I'm saying? Go check the program, but you gotta have that program, bro. See, your issue is that because you have no program, you have no structure, you're just led by your feelings. You understand that?
So the program that goes for everything, that'll just go for serious relationships and vetting process.
It goes for everything, every situation.
Caller. You say you work with this chick, right? So you got a job, right?
Yeah, I got a job.
What time you gotta be at work?
I gotta be there at 6, bro. It's 12 hours.
Yeah, you gotta be there at 6, right? And you know exactly what your job description is?
Basically, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you see that? That is your boss's program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, what would happen if you started coming to work at 6:30 or 7 o'clock? What would start happening? What would happen? What do you think would happen?
I'll probably get written up a few times.
But eventually, what would happen?
Yeah, they'll probably fire me. Yeah, I see.
You get fired. But see, what? Let's just say your boss had no program, and you could just come in whatever time you want, and you could do whatever you want at the job. Would your boss make money?
Not as much as he should be.
Not as much as he should be. Okay, so you see why having a program is important?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah, I see what y'all mean, bro. It's just when you out here thirsty and shit, fucking whatever, basically, it gets hard, you know? It gets hard to form a program, you know?
But this is why.
So you're saying that you refuse to construct a program for yourself because you're trying to appeal to as many women as you can so you can fuck as many women as you can, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, well, hey, listen, bro. You don't need to call us anymore.
Right.
Just keep living life. Living life based on what the bitches want to do, and just follow their lead and follow their program. Because since you don't need no program because you want to fuck bitches, then just do that.
Nah, but I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it, Miles. I know what you're saying though.
No, brother. You don't need to prove nothing to me, my nigga. Just try to do what the bitches want you to do so you can have sex with them, because that's all that matters, bro.
Nah, bro, when I be doing that, I be fucking up. You remember last time I called in about the 5 hours on the phone?
No, spend 6 hours on the phone. Do what you want to do. Because you gotta be at work at 6, right? So spend all the time on the phone with a bitch and then go to work sleepy. Go ahead.
Nah, I actually did it in the past, bro, and that got me nowhere. So I know where y'all are going with this, and that's why I asked y'all to apply for everything, and
Yes, everything.
Yo, man, look, whatever y'all niggas want to do it. I know I'm not gonna save all of y'all niggas, bro. I've already made peace with that. So whatever y'all niggas want to do it. You know why? Because listen, the reason why you continue in a bad situation is because that bad situation hasn't gotten worse.
Exactly.
So I'm telling you to keep doing what you're doing, because maybe if you're lucky, your situation will get worse, like get as bad as it could possibly get. And that's when you'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna start my program, because
exactly. That's the fact.
I've had those situations, but I just haven't really figured out how I want my program. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't know I applied for it.
Caller, are you on the Bad Boy membership?
I was before, man.
Right. So get back on the Bad Boy membership. I have a whole program called How to Create Your Program. It teaches you exactly how to do it. Real simple. And good thing you have a job so you can afford it.
You ever thought about selling each program one by one?
Say that again?
Have you ever thought about selling each program one by one on the side?
No, because that's how y'all are not gonna learn, because you're gonna pick and choose little things and try to make your own little soup. The point is that the whole Bad Boy membership is there because you have to engage with all of it. You see what I'm saying?
Get on the program and stop trying to tell us to change our program, nigga.
Exactly, facts. You see what I'm saying? He's sounding like the women. This is what I'm trying to tell you. See, it's seeping into your own understanding or your own thoughts. You're starting to sound like them. It's crazy. So, caller, get up on there and make it happen. All right.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, bro. Stay safe,
brother.
All right, y'all take care. Y'all take care.
All right, take it easy. All right. Phone lines is done. We just finish up these questions and
then we're gonna be out of here. All right. So where was we at with the questions? Okay, so this one says, "What's your take on women finding you less attractive if they see you with an unattractive woman?" What? So what's your take on women finding you less attractive if they see you with an unattractive woman? Well, who cares? You understand what I'm saying? So again, stop making it about women, and you wouldn't give a shit if a woman sees you with an unattractive woman. Like, who is the woman you talking about that's seeing you? You understand what I'm saying? And if that's the case, you're interested in her. Why haven't you talked to her?
And who says she's unattractive? Like, what do we? How do you know she's unattractive? Like,
and if she's unattractive, why are you with her if you think she's unattractive?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro, like, what?
Says straight up treating a woman well, low value / non-manly, etc. Because I always win when I'm in pookie mode, or dating multiple when I focus on work drives. What? I don't even. You're just saying things. What are you talking about? I can't even like. Okay, it says how can one be the top guy but not better than any other guy? What are you talking about? William, I you got to call into the next show because I don't understand what you're saying.
Let me say this: it's not about necessarily being the top guy. It's about being the best version of yourself.
Right? Exactly. That's how you are the top guy, because you're better than you was before. All right. So what about people pleasing makes one likely to care what others think? And in terms of game, how to adapt beyond that perspective. Focus on your shit. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com and understand who you are and what you're about. It says, I hooked up with a girl last night and she was really cooperative and everything went good. How long should I wait before I contact her to meet up again? I haven't texted her anything since. Okay, first of all, stop thinking so much on it. See, guys, you got to understand something. The way that you're thinking about a situation or coming at a situation, right, is going to dictate how this is going to play out. The fact that you care so much is the reason why things are probably not going to go the way you want it to go, because you're the guy worried about when you should text her, what's going to happen. She's all on your mind, whatever, which means you're putting her on a pedestal. So even if y'all meet up again, she's going to eventually see that you're basically, putting her on a pedestal, which is going to make you less attractive. You see what I'm saying? So what I would say to you is, what do you want to do? Figure that out and then proceed. You understand what I'm saying? So what I would say is this: good rule of thumb, hit the girl up, set up another time for a week from now. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? And then set a time and date for whenever y'all going to do what the fuck you're going to do. Real simple. All right, so Fun says, Lakari, if you don't care what others think, why do you delete YouTube comments? Oh my God, this nigga. I delete YouTube comments because this is the only comments I delete. I told y'all this before. I only delete comments when niggas write shit that is wrong. So y'all will go in the comments and say, Lucario, it's all about looks, money, and status, because if you don't have the looks and you don't pass her looks threshold, then she's not going to want to get with you. Delete. If you saying, Lucario, that don't make any sense because you need money in order to get a girl, because if you don't have money, then the hot women aren't going to want to fuck with you. Delete. And the reason why I delete when you guys write bullshit is because I don't want someone to come to the page and they're trying to learn and they see your bullshit. You understand? But if you make a comment where you're talking about what's being said in the video, if you have an opinion on something that's, about whatever because guys write comments all the time like, hey, Lucario, I was out with this girl the other day and this happened and that happened or whatever. Cool. Or dudes write a comment and say, oh, could you do a video on this or so on and so on? Or they write a comment and say, hey, when you said this at this part of the video, I didn't understand what you meant. Could you elaborate more? Is that those comments cool? But don't come on to the fucking shit and be like, no, Lucario, what you're saying is stupid because you have to understand that female nature means that if a woman has sex with this amount of guys, then she's not going to be able to pair bond. Delete. You see what I'm saying? I'm deleting all comments that give false information. You understand? If it's false information, your comment is getting deleted. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why the comments will get deleted. So Fun Side, I'm sure that you probably wrote a comment talking some stupid shit and I deleted it. You see what I'm saying? Because you were saying some dumbass shit. That's what the thing is. You feel what I'm saying? So let's move on to the next question. So it says, I noticed when I'm dressed in closed, that I'm not comfortable in. I guess he's trying to say clothes. Comfortable in, even though it looks good, it makes me feel uneasy and uncomfortable to approach women. I've heard you speak. Oh my Jesus, on that before. Thoughts? Well, first of all, you need to learn how to write, and that needs to happen ASAP. This is crazy. But basically, I actually talk about that in my book. How to have sex with women today. I have a chapter about that where I talk about guys, you have to be comfortable and feel good in your appearance. So don't wear something. This is why, listen, it's like, this is the funny part. I remember I told somebody that I want to make enough money where I never have to wear a suit. And most people don't understand what I mean by that because I don't like wearing suits. And what I say is when I want to make enough money to where I never have to wear a suit is because most people wear suits in situations where they're trying to make money. Like they're at a business meeting, they have to wear a suit at this event and all that. I want to make enough money where I never have to wear a suit ever in my life because I fucking hate wearing suits. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you catch me in a suit, trust and believe that I'm probably like in a situation where I'm like, fuck. You see what I'm saying? Like either that or I'm at like maybe a funeral or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't like wearing that shit. So you need to figure out what you like to wear that shit and be about that shit. But a lot of times what happens is that motherfuckers, again, like I was saying to the other caller, they're doing what society says and they're wearing things and being about things that they're not interested in. You understand? So you got to just figure out what looks good on you, the type of stuff that you also like, because it has to look good on you, but you also need to like it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You see what I mean? Let me see. This says, how do I be myself? How do I be my real self without a social mask? Go to masculineidentitymembership.com and join the Masculine Identity Membership. That will help you out immensely. You feel what I'm saying? So do you give business advice? Well, if you go to the other channel, Lucario Motivation, subscribe to that. It's Lucario Motivation. Just type it in YouTube, Lucario Motivation. go to that channel, subscribe, because me and Miles, we also do a show with my cousin and my brother, and they talk about a lot about business, credit, making money, shit like that. So make sure you tune into that. This says, getting pussy by any means necessary, block someone from exercise your own program. Yes. So if you're on this, I'm getting pussy by any means necessary, that means that by any means necessary means fuck my program. I just want to get the pussy. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of niggas do. Well, one, they don't have a program, but two, if they did, a lot of times they'll throw that shit out the window for a woman. It's terrible. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But yeah, I think that's all the questions and shit. You feel me? So we about to wrap this shit.
How many jars of shea butter we got left? All right, we got 11 jars left. So guys, get your shea butter, man.
Yeah, make sure you guys get that shea butter. Make sure you guys get that shit cracking. And guys, remember, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com and also badboymembership.com. Because as you guys can see from this video we showed you earlier and from the nigga that we saw about earlier, motherfuckers need this game. You understand? You guys watching, you need this fucking game because it will get terrible out here for you. You see what I'm saying? It will get terrible out here for you. You feel what I mean? So make sure that you guys go and get the Masculine Identity Membership, Bad Boy Membership. Hit us up for some private coaching if you need it, and we'll get that shit cracking. Anything else Miles want to say before we wrap it up?
Oh, did we talk about the shows over the weekend? Manhood is a Skill Set and Real Game No Theory.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, tune in tomorrow for the Manhood is a Skill Set show, and also I'm gonna be doing a show at 5. And then we also have the Sunday show, the Real Game No Theory show on Sunday. And also make sure you guys go to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario, because we do the Bad Boy show on Patreon. And the Patreon shows be fire. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys check that out and don't miss that. You feel what I mean? Right. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We're out of here, and we will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone.
We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
If you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you. Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Locario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Ladies and gentlemen,